What's up, heavy duty crew? Saturday afternoon. Don't much feel like being here, but here we are. We got work to put in. So we talk a lot about warming up with heavy duty. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna walk through that. So the idea is I wanna grab a weight that's not gonna be strenuous really at all. I don't wanna tax my muscle. I wanna prime my muscle. So what I want to do is I want to get blood in here in the way that I can feel a pump starting to happen, but without generating any real fatigue. I'm just going to excite those highly excitable, smaller motor units like we talk about on the show. And really also, I'm aiming to attach my mind to my muscle. I want to get a clear connection, a good, strong signal between the muscle I'm wanting to train and my mind. So I'm just going to take these little 15-pounders and I'm going to work them real slow. Squeezing at the top, controlled descents. That's the heavy-duty way. And as you can see, things are already starting to swell. Now today's supposed to be my legs. Well, it is going to be legs, but arms are a weak point. And I'm doing some experimentation, as we all should. You know, I'm a learned man of science as I am. I'm always trying to figure out the most optimal way to improve. So what I'm doing is actually hitting a little biceps every time I come into the gym. Biceps are a weak area of my arms are a weak body part in general. So I found that, like most people's weak body parts, mine is a real issue. It's a combination not only of genetics, but of the mind-muscle connection. So my forearms want to take over when I'm trying to work my biceps. And having a weak mind-muscle connection means that I'm not able to force peak contractions on my biceps. Therefore, I'm not able to deal the extreme damage that I can on my other body parts. So what I'm doing here is by increasing the frequency of training, I'm going to try to build the skill set of that mind-muscle connection, as well as actually get adaptive stimulus in place. So we're increasing the frequency. I'm doing an upper-lower split, and I'm going to be hitting a couple sets of biceps or one set of biceps each workout. So this will be more frequently than any other body part I train, but as you can see there, it's where I need the most improvements. You know, the arms are not strong. The arms are not big in comparison to the delts and the lats. Well, I look pretty good right there, but get the point. So, took a little break while I was talking. Still feel the biceps, so I want to feel them a little bit more before we run on down to the Nautilus machine. And yeah, this is the gym that I talk about all the time on the show, man. This place is a playground. Got a Gen 1 Nautilus bicep curl, oh, Gen 2 in the corner over there, and that's what I'm going to be hitting a top set with. And then I'm going to come and do a set of cable curls. See, now I'm starting to feel the bicep real good. So I'm feeling it more than my forearm. And in the past, I would always find that the forearms would get totally lit before the bicep. And then it started to become equal. And now I'm starting to be able to get the bicep more. Which is okay. You know, you're always learning, you're always trying to improve. I find that I don't have weak forearms. And a lot of guys do. You know, so when you have good forearms and big shoulders and a really big back, something's gonna look small in between all of that. So I'm gonna need some big ass arms to have a complete and balanced physique. Get you guys another angle on them. And that's what I mean by genetics. You know, I tore this bicep, so who knows what we're going to be able to do with that. But the insertions, man, the insertions of the muscles are everything in building how they look. You can only improve on your insertions. What I mean by that is you can improve the size of your muscle, you cannot improve your insertions. So you can't change the way you was made, but you can turn it into the best possible scenario. And it's going to take some passion, it's going to take some determination, it's going to take some love, it's going to take some hate, but that's what it takes, you know, unless you're just some freak and it comes natural to you. But hell, anything worth having is going to cost you, you know, anything in life. Whether it's love, you're going to have to sacrifice for it. Whether it's, you know, great accomplishments are going to take years. You're going to sacrifice all sorts of small things to pursue that path, and it's the same way with bodybuilding. Now, granted, you guys listening, you know, you might not have the aspirations to become a professional bodybuilder or create a world-class physique, but just becoming your best is going to take a little bit from you. But it doesn't have to be all-consuming. And I think that's a huge problem with the fitness industry, is that even guys at the entry level, people just want to change their physiques. You know, the broccoli-headed Zoomers all talk like they have to live this life, you know, they have to grind and to just live it, no days off, you know, eating their boiled chicken, just being hardcore for hardcore's sake, and they're getting nowhere, or they have to take a bunch of trim to get somewhere. And the problem with that is the foundations are all fucked up. You know, you got the wrong foundations you're building on. Everything they're building on top, the foundations aren't good, so it's just sinking into the ground. And they're not going anywhere in the long run. So train hit, train smart, put in what's required, and you'll get out what you're putting in. Because if you start off with the wrong basis, you can put all the effort and energy into it you want, and you're not going to yield the result you want. There's very few people on the planet that can achieve extraordinary results doing things the wrong way. And it may take them their whole life. You know, it may cost them a lot. Or they may have that elite genetic and it just comes to them. But that ain't us, guys. I mean, I got decent genes, you know, but I've been training intense as hell since day one, man. I've never seen a person in the same room as me outwork me, as far as intensity goes. But that's that. I've talked a little bit, did a little flexing, arms feeling good. I'll catch y'all on that top set.